The Cleveland Browns have traded away Myles Garrett. I haven't uploaded on this account for over a year, but I'm calling this emergency post press conference, whatever the hell you want to call it, because I have to talk about this. Myles Garrett is a Los Angeles Ram. I want to throw up saying those words. This is gross. This is disgusting. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know what the Browns are doing. I often never do because they never do the right thing. They are the worst run organization probably in all of sports, at least American sports. I don't know. There's probably some other soccer clubs out there in Europe that are run pretty horribly, but this team is a joke. This organization is a joke. Yeah, I don't know. Myles Garrett is going to the Rams for Jared Verse, a first-round pick in 2027, a second-round pick in 2028, and a third-round pick in 2029. You're telling me that Jacksonville gave the Browns more compensation to trade back 3 spots to get Travis Hunter than the Browns got back for Myles Garrett? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. My first big problem with the trade, you don't trade the best player in football. You just don't. You don't. You will never see the Bills shopping Josh Allen. You'll never see the Chiefs talking about trades with Patrick Mahomes. I understand their quarterbacks. I don't care. Myles Garrett's the best player in football. You do not trade the best player in football. You do not trade possibly the best player in franchise history. You do not trade a future first ballot Hall of Famer. You do not trade that type of player. No matter what. No matter what. It doesn't, no matter what, you just don't do it. It makes no sense. Now, if you're going to make the argument that we're wasting Myles' career and it's no good for us, he's done nothing for us. I mean, he's done everything for us, but he's done nothing for us when it comes to winning because, you know, it's a team sport and all that stuff. Fine. If you want to make that argument, you want to make the argument that he wants out, whatever. You got to get more back. Right. And this is no disrespect to Jared Verse. I'll talk about him in a minute. But you didn't get nearly enough back for Myles Garrett. Sauce Gardner at the deadline last year got 2 first-round picks. You didn't get that much. And for the people saying, well, you basically got 2 because Jared Verse is a first-round pick, stop it. I don't care. It's not about Jared Verse as a player. You traded, like, this is the way I see it. You traded Myles Garrett for Myles Garrett's replacement. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. Why would you ever do something like that? Why would you? I don't know. To free up money is the only thing that makes sense of what they're doing. But you don't free up money when it comes to the best player in football. When's the last time the best player in the sport got traded? In any sport? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I mean, it is... It's puzzling. It makes no sense. Andrew Berry sucks. I don't know how else to put it. He's horrible. Yeah, sure, he's drafted good the last couple of years, and he's made some okay trades in the past, but the fact of the matter is Andrew Berry has now made possibly the 2 worst trades in NFL history. I'll say it again because the 2 worst trades in NFL history, possibly the history of sports with one of them. You traded away 3 first-round picks for Deshaun Watson, a player who was facing 26 counts of sexual assault and hadn't played football in a year. And you are trading away a player who just broke the single-season sack record for 1 first-round pick. What? Are you kidding me? That makes no sense. You can't begin to describe me the thought process of it. And Andrew Berry's statement is saying this stuff like, we had to make a tough decision, but we had to do what's best for the future of our team. How is trading the best player in football the best thing for the future of your team? And I understand you've got all these young guys. You want to bring in another young guy that fits the timetable. I don't care that Myles Garrett is 30 years old. He just broke the single-season sack record. Some players, age just doesn't matter as much, right? Age matters, but look at LeBron. And I know it's basketball, it's different, but LeBron's still one of the best players in the NBA, okay? And he's like 41, maybe 42 now. Like, you don't do such a thing. Like, when players are simply generational, it does not matter about their age not being part of your timetable. You traded away a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best players in franchise history, the best player in the sport at the time of the trade. It just makes no sense. If you're looking at it from the Rams' perspective, it's an A+. You just traded for the best player in football. I don't care what you gave up. Realistically, if it was 3 or 4 first-round picks, I still don't care. You got the best player in football, right? Now, not only did you not give up that much, you gave up a player at the same position, right? So you gave up Jared Verse, and you're immediately replacing him with the best version of that position, okay? And you gave up 1 first-round pick, which is probably pick 28 to 32, okay, for being realistic, and a second-round pick in 2 years and a third-round pick in 3 years. It's the biggest fleece job in the history of sports, probably. It makes no sense. The Rams get an A+. You brought in the best defensive player in the world, the best player in the world, and you're already a Super Bowl contender, Super Bowl caliber team. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that if you're an LA Ram fan. It just doesn't. From the Browns' perspective, it's an F. I mean, realistically, it has to be. You're giving up the best player in the world, and you're getting back fucking pennies. It's a joke. Jared Verse, again, I don't want to sound like I don't like Jared Verse as a player. I love Jared Verse as a player. As a Browns fan, like, going into the season, I'm going to be excited to watch Jared Verse play football for my team. He's a great player. But every time I watch him, I'm going to be reminded that should be Myles Garrett and not Jared Verse, right? And that's forever going to taint my fandom of Jared Verse as a Brown. But yeah, Jared Verse is a good player. He's 25 years old. The problem is that he's still on his rookie contract, and you have to re-sign him. And he's going to ask for a lot of money. He's not going to ask for Myles Garrett money, and I understand that. But he's still going to ask for a lot of money. Now, if the Browns don't want to pay that money, you just traded away Myles Garrett for 1 year of Jared Verse and a first-round pick. A late first-round pick. Basically a second-round pick. That's about as awful as it gets, right? I mean, it does not get much worse than that. You gave him away, okay? But that being said, if you do sign Jared Verse, I think Jared Verse can have a very successful career in Cleveland. I think he's a very good player. Like I said, I'm excited to watch him play on Sundays for the Browns. But he'll never be Myles Garrett. And that's not Jared Verse's fault, right? That's Myles Garrett being the best player in football, one of the best players of all time at that position. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Andrew Berry still has a job after making some of the worst trades in the history of the league. I just don't get it. I can't make sense of it. I hate the Browns. I hate everything. Don't talk to me. Bye.